Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Tina from TinaHeals.com, and this video is about a very interesting topic. I've been getting lots of queries about this one, so I thought let me go ahead and make a little video on it. So you've heard of this and it's happened to you, it's happened to me. As Mercury starts retrograding, we see the return of the Exes. Da, 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 da. Yes. So you've heard this before, I've heard this before, we've all heard this before, and I repeat, Exes come back when Mercury retrogrades. Now, this retrograde was especially potent because it was conjunct Venus. So, all sorts of old connections, past life connections, Exes just pop out of the woodwork, and you don't know how that happened or why that happened. So let me explain to you why. Why do we see the return of the Exes during the Mercury retrograde? So you understand that Mercury is the planet of communications and ideas, thought processes. It rules Gemini and Virgo, and it is androgynous, and Mercury blends and dissolves. And Mercury oftentimes is known as the psychopomp, or the messenger between the world of spirit and the world of matter. Okay, so why do we see Exes coming back? I think it's because Exes come back during Mercury retrograde to explain themselves. If you feel a deep compulsion to contact someone from your past, and you feel a deep stirring within that, I need to get in touch with them, it's probably because you have unsaid things that weren't resolved, and you're coming back for closure. So oftentimes, if you see the phone ring and your ex picks up, or your ex sends you a message on Facebook, consider what was left unsaid, what was left undone, and how can we find a closure. Sometimes it's a common ground, sometimes the universe gives you a second chance, and love is born anew. And you can find love again with that partner. Of course, whether you decide to answer the call of your ex during Mercury retrograde is entirely up to you. But you must understand that Mercury does not really go backwards in the sky. But from a heliocentric point of view, we see Mercury retrace its steps in the sky. So that means we as humans, as above, so below, we as humans also start to retrace our steps. So relationships that did not find fruition or were not complete in some way, and something is left lingering, wafting in the air. You don't know quite what it is. You don't know how to put a finger to it, but you know that this lingering feeling of unease exists, and you want to get in touch with that person, and you want to speak your mind out. So your ex probably feels this way if he or she is back. And also during Mercury retrograde, especially this time around, I was revisiting old memories from my mind palace, and I'm sure it's happened to you. You also think of the old times, you think of the times you spent together with your ex, you think of your bonding, you think of the good time, you also think of the bad, of course, but there is a nostalgia. There is a deep, profound nostalgia with this retrograde movement of Mercury through the skies. Okay, and intimate relationships, we start to reevaluate, what went wrong. If our heart was broken, then why? And why were we abandoned, or why were we dumped, or why did we dump? These things, they come up for questioning. Sometimes things pop up that you did not even know existed, or you did not know that you had to actually address it before you move ahead. Oftentimes Mercury will give you the impetus to find closure with your exes. That is very important. Now also remember, this is for many of you, that keep in mind why he or she was an ex, you know, an ex for a reason. So keep that in mind, that what was going on. Use journaling, use meditation to figure out what was going on, that the relationship could not stand the test of time. Why are they an ex? If you remember that, okay, this person was an ex because of this reason, then maybe it's time to move on. A part within you, or your heart will tell you, move on, it's over, conclude, wrap up, finish. Okay, back up for the day, finish it off. Okay, so that is something you got to consider, but not to be skeptical. Love can be born anew during a retrograde, and you can find, even with your ex, if you were not getting along and suddenly you see that, okay, you know, things are clearer the second time around, and you feel like, okay, I understand this person a little bit better now, and I can deal with them a little bit better. Okay, so now Mercury conjunct Venus, Mercury retrograde, station retrograde conjunct Venus was making all of us extra nostalgic. I think that is the reason I made this video, because very many people wanted to know about why the return of the ex phenomena is happening now. Okay, so now I want you to think. If your ex has gotten in touch with you, think. What haven't I communicated? Close your eyes and use this as an exercise to better understand what was going on. What was left uncommunicated between the two of you? Okay, what was left undone? Okay, something that needed completion, but you did not complete it. Okay, what did they say? What did they mean by what they said? Okay, and what were they actually trying to say? Because we sometimes say something and we mean something else. It's not just women, everybody does this. They say something, they mean something else. It's because oftentimes we want our partner to pick up cues from our body language and from our emotive facade, because you know, all communication is not verbal. There's tons of stuff that's happening on a subconscious and non-verbal manner, that in a subconscious state and in a non-verbal manner, with micro expressions, body language. So it's very important to go back into your mind and to understand the body language, the posturing, the openness, the connection. Always ask your heart. Your heart knows the truth. So what was going on really? That is something you need to figure out. What do you want to say? And if it's X, then do you really want to say X, or do you really want to say Y? Because you want to say more. Sometimes you want to say more than what you're ready to say. But can that person understand it, is the question. So I hope you like that video, and if the phenomena of the return of the exes has happened to you, comment below, like, subscribe, and let me know what you think of these videos. This is Tina from TinaHeals.com signing off. See you soon. Bye.